Well, good afternoon people. We're still in the Lake Districts, Lake thirlmere. We've just hiked up, what were it called again?
It was Raven Crag, mate.
Raven Crag. That's the video below this. I separated them because previously I wanted to do some wear and right walks. So we've done that one today and I just ended that video. So now we're doing a bit of a different camp today, and I'll tell you a bit more when we get moving. But I do know we need to go up into that direction. It's raining, but that's not going to make any difference to us today. Right, so we are looking for a secret bothy. I'm going to say we. It's me and Colombian Lad Outdoors again. Yeah, we're looking for a secret bothy. What we do know is it's slightly off from the roadside, so we're just sort of glazing into the hillside there, but we'll just have to keep going because there's no way on Google Maps or all like that about where it is, and everybody else on YouTube just keeps saying it's a secret, so they don't show very much about it. But I get that because it's to keep it a secret. Right, so Paul was just recording for his channel and he said something very interesting, what I'm going to say on my channel as well. You can see Paul's channel in the description if you want to check a look at that, and you like these sort of hills and alt fells, walking and stuff. Now, Paul's right, we're not going to give too much away about it. It's a secret bothy. When we find it, we're not going to say it's here, there and everywhere. Like Paul says, the tarn, well, the reservoir's there, you got the road here, our cars are there, and then you've got a forestry road. So if you want to come, I think that's very easy to understand where to look, and it is at the bottom end of the reservoir as well, sort of. But yeah, I do agree with Paul, we're not going to give too much information away about it like that because it's secret for a reason, isn't it? But for now, we need to get on and find it, and my legs are shaking a little bit from the hike that we did about half an hour ago, so I do need to get walking a little bit, get these bones moving. Right, so we found the secret bothy. Now I'm not 100% sure why it would be secret because you can clearly see it from the roadside, but check a look at that, people. We've already put his bags in, but I wanted to give you the view when you walk up this short hill there. Then there's a river or stream, let's say, running down there very rapidly at the moment. Yeah, it is sort of hidden by these as well, but once you get around the corner from these, you start seeing the small bothy or bothy, whichever one. You do see it. And what I mean is, how can it be a secret when the road's there? And when I were driving up, I glanced up and I saw it. So I don't see why it's called the secret one, because anybody walking on the roadside obviously going to be looking around, they're going to see it, because it's the roof what give it away to me from the roadside. Everything else is dying off now. Autumn's kicked in very clearly, but you know, the bright green moss on the roof, that's what give it away. Another thing what I don't understand is you can have a fire on the inside, but someone decided to do this here and burn the ground there and then leave the burnt wood stood up here. Yeah, I'm a bit unsure about that. But yeah, I don't get why it's called the secret. Look at all the hills in distance. It's a beautiful view, absolute cracking. It's just there in the distance, in between these two trees is where we walked up earlier, so we could have seen that probably if we looked out and looked around a bit more. But if you do come in, you don't fancy staying inside it, there's definitely enough room for a tent there, a two-man tent, and you could probably get another one here. And then if you like to do some hammock camping, you could easily get a hammock from that tree to that tree there very easily, and even another one from there to there. But there is a spot for tents. You'd get about 4 one-man tents probably just here, so you could bear that in mind. But this has probably been up a lot of years. What would you say? 80, 100 years maybe? Something like that, maybe more. Paul will probably know. Paul's probably done all his homework on it. Glass window, old putty windows. I haven't seen putty windows for a long time. But yeah, you get a nice view of the reservoir as well. How old do you reckon this is, Paul?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure from the research I've done online, it was something to do with when they were building the reservoir.
Right, yeah.
And there was some other buildings up here, but it did get flooded. There must have been some buildings a bit lower down and they got flooded, and this is what remains of it. So I would say if people looked up what date the reservoir was built, that would be roughly the age of this.
100 years more?
Maybe, potentially.
Yeah, I said 80 to 100 years probably.
It's still fairly solid, isn't it?
Oh, massively solid. It's unbelievable. But you do see this from the roadside as well, the white, you know, concrete what they've done. So all this does stand out from the roadside. Well, yeah, inside it's about, you're talking 6.5 foot across, and the width probably 12 foot. But it does look a bit bigger than what you see online. So mine and Paul's coat, so their quality is going to be a bit bad. Fruit night will get lights out and you'll see it, everything. Paul's bag, my bag. You get a shelf, quite a few. There's a game, a gas canister, the mirrors here. You get a mirror. There's your window. That gives it quite a lot of light. You can see it light through the window there. And then over in this side here is the fire what Paul is building up, and I think are you recording yourself doing that?
No,
all right.
mate.
Yeah, Paul's doing the fire. Look like someone's put something very smoky in what scorched the wall a bit there. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and guess what's happened. Bit of artwork going on with fingers from ash. Solid door. You can't, you know, you can knock the door. I'm going to say you can't knock the door, but you can. But yeah, solid door. But look at the view. The view is fantastic. Can you imagine coming out of here in a summer's morning? Glorious. Or proper winter's day, you know, full of snow and everything. And you're in there nice and warm. And you're just seeing snow on the hills and everything. Would be absolutely beautiful. Little bench. Now, last time I talked about these on my channel, I think I've stayed in 2 now. We've got a couple of people saying they're not for you people who go camping, stick to your tents. But what harm are we causing really? You know, yeah, I get it. Like Paul said, they were made for a long time ago for the workers when they build stuff. And this has kept going. There's quite a lot of them around the country as well like it. And, you know, you do get people saying you shouldn't be showing where they are. You know, you shouldn't be sleeping in them. They're not for wild camping. They're for people in the hills to get out of the rain. Well, if we didn't tell people this one was in this location, they'd never know, would they? That's how I look at it. So I don't think we're doing no wrong by saying in them. What we are doing is living. That is the true thing. We are living. We are being that person. What I say on my channel all the time. Be that person. Get up. Get outdoors. Don't just sit on the seat going, oh, I wish I could do that. I want to do it. You can do it. You just got to get outdoors and do it. Staying in this overnight, yeah, I get it. They're not for wild camping, but you know what? We're living as life. We're enjoying what we're doing. There's nobody here at the moment saying pack up and go. So we're just going to live as life. We're enjoying what we're doing. And that's what I try, you know, get a lot of people to do. Get up, get outdoors. You can't do it when you get told you're not allowed to do it. That's why I'm seeing things. Life's too short these days to worry about what everybody else is thinking. You know, plenty of knives sent back already from people who I call friends on YouTube. You know, someone may comment now and bicker about staying in it. It's the way it goes. You know, if you don't like it, you can please just stop watching. No need to leave negative comments, because I won't retaliate to it. It'll just be move on. And go to the next person, because I am being that person. Paul is as well. We're getting up, getting outdoors and doing what we want to do. We're working men like everybody else is, working ladies. We're not just sat around going, well, we're not allowed to do that. You can do it if you want to do it. When you get told no, go, move away, that's when you just, we'll just move on then. You know, you don't work all week to be told you can't do something. And that's what I'm trying to say. Just be that person, get up, get outdoors, just enjoy it. Earlier, I only had a dime of a stitch on the previous video. I had a little rest and I was just like, let's crack on. I can't say be that person and sit there stressing I've got a stitch. I just got up and cracked on with it. Paul, bit of encouragement, come on, let's get going. It's what you need. Be around the right people in life. If you're around someone who's negative, it's going to make yourself negative. Be around the right-minded people and it makes your life a lot more enjoyable. Anyway, fed up of preaching, I need a cup of coffee. Well, it's that time.
Needs to be a minute's worth of footage, isn't it?
Aye. He's going to, Paul's going to put his drone up. Well, I'm going to put enough water in here for a drink and something to eat, because I am getting hungry, people. Absolute starving. So while my water boils, I just quickly want to say is, if this is the first time you see me on YouTube now, we don't always sleep in these, or if we do come across them, we may plan to sleep in more in the future. But I do enjoy getting a tent out in bad weather and camping in tents, hammocks, bivy bags and stuff like that. I'm sure all my dedicated subscribers what do comment on every video, what I do appreciate every one of you, can vouch for that in the comments. Tent camping is probably the #1 thing on my channel. So yeah, you will always see, oh, where am I going then? Yeah, you will always see this. I think this is the 3rd one now. We did 2 at the Coniston Slate Mine. The first one were a nightmare. My snoring kept a lot of the people up inside it, and yeah, atmosphere in the morning was horrendous. Then we went over the stream to the further one. That were a good night. So a fella from, I think he were from Poland or something, and me and Keith, we had a long conversation talking about the differences between the countries and stuff. So that was, you know, a good experience that night. I really enjoyed that camp with him in the bivvy. But yeah, in the BOTHY, sorry. But yeah, this one, it's the 3rd one. And like I say, I won't be doing them every weekend like this. We'll be out in tents, up on some of them hills, mountains, as well as woodland camping and hot tent camping over at winter time as well. But aye, it's not always like this, that's what I'm trying to say. And a gentleman and his wife just walked by, and they live very local, so they go up there often together, and they said it's not a secret, everybody knows about it. I knew it couldn't be a secret, too close to the road for it to be a secret. But yeah, it's not a secret at all. It gets used often, she said. Let's go check this water boiling here. Right, so I'll put a little LED light up. Just has to give us a bit of light for the GoPro to work properly, because GoPros, when it's like any darkness, GoPro really struggle with it. So I do have a number of meals to try out. First of all, I was looking for some of these coffees. Yeah, I did wonder how it could be a secret place when it was so close to the roadside. If it were a lot further back, a couple of 100 metres further back, and there wasn't a direct path to it, then I could say and believe, yeah, it's a secret one. I could get that, but with it being so, let's say, so close, I really don't know. People say it is, but still, no directions given. Let's turn this water off and pour us a lovely warm drinker. So my hands are freezing as well. And I do believe I'm going to have to boil some more water for one of these meals, but it does depend on which meal I do have to eat, because each meal requires different amounts of hot water. Tell you what, we're going to go for it, people. We do have, right, this is what we have. We have a choice of fish and potatoes with parsley sauce from Exhibition Foods, or we have beef and potato from Real Thirlmere. That's a muesli one for morning time. And then we have this one. So this one is Christmas dinner, a complete hydrated meal with all the trimmings. I'm not going to have that one. I was going to have that, but I feel like this could be different, so I'm going to do a video on this separate for the channel. We'll just do a complete video of the Christmas dinner. So I am going to actually have the fish and potatoes with parsley sauce, 1,000 calories. It does say double serving, but that means no to me. It's all for me. It requires 350 ml of water, filter line 8 on the inside. How long does it take to hydrate? These are normally about 8 minutes, something like that. Oh, 5 minutes. Wait 5 minutes for food to rehydrate. So we're going to go for this one. So I do need to boil some more water. Oh, actually on the inside of this mug it does say 250, 500, I think just a little bit more. I reckon that'll be about 400 mil, but that should be alright. Let's get this going again. Paul's just flying his drone around. Right, we'll leave that to warm up, and then we'll get on with dinner. So we are doing that one. Get a little Christmas hat with it. Yeah, I think later on I'll have the beef and potato. That's my morning breakfast one. So I know a lot of people always say watching my videos when I sit here and just talk to the camera is like sitting in the pub with me talking rubbish, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate people just being honest within the videos, because honestly in my videos are what makes it better for me. Because if I do something and a hell of a lot of people, you know, say, no, that's not good, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, then it gives me an insight, well maybe that is not the best of ideas to do stuff. Right, I'm just going to end this clip and then wait for that to burn. I'll bring you back my digital radio, damn one, that didn't work, signal's absolutely rubbish. But 400 and something metres high, let's look at this out wide robot. Bad memory. We were 461 metres high, 1,512 feet. I could get 5G. I come in a little valley and it disappears. It's crazy. That's the video below this one if you want to check that out. Right, water's boiled. Just I opened the bag and you can see how it looks like it's a yellow colour. Yeah, wow. You definitely get the fish. 100% get the fish smell. And the parsley, but the fish is there. It's mainly, you know, strong smell of fish. Well, that's nice because it does say fish and potato with parsley sauce, but yeah, absolutely fantastic smell that. Right, Did it say filter line 8? Yeah, filter line 8. That's not a lot of water really, you know. Ouch. Right. Oh yeah, you smell the fish?
I can. Yeah.
I love to know they say it's a double portion. Yeah, I do believe that is actually just bang on that amount of water. I'm going to boil just a little bit more. Wow, that's quite sweet as well. I wonder if it's sweet potato or just potatoes. Sweet corn, diced red onion, or diced onion, sorry, diced potatoes, milk, fish, single cream milk, oils, sweet corn, sugar, corn flour, chopped parsley. You're definitely getting the sugar taste. I'm going to boil just a little bit more water for that because I'm not 100% sure, but that's enough to what they're saying. And I think Paul is about to warm it up in here a little bit. I think he might be getting the fire going. Let's give this fish and potatoes parsley sauce a test. You know, I'm not hungry, even if it didn't taste nice, I'd still eat it anyway. I put about another 50 to 75 ml of water in it. Oh, but that is nice. Check that out. It looked like porridge, to be fair, but when you open the bag you get the smell of fish immediately. Oh yeah, you're getting chunks of fish and potato there. Everything about this is shouting yeah. You know them, is it fisherman pies what you can get? It's just like that. I reckon if you got a fisherman pie, one with sweet corn in it, herbs on top, just stuck them in one of these bags. It's exactly what it is. But I was saying to Paul, this one is very sweet, but when you're out hiking and stuff, that sugar rush will really do you well. There we go, I can get further in the bag now. Yeah, it really is good. And you do get a good portion with it being a double serving as well. Well, I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And mainly because it's overpowering by the sweetness. It's extremely sweet, so if you're thinking about getting one of these, do bear that in mind. It's really, really sweet. But overall, the potatoes, lots of fish in it, sweet corn's great. I think the double serving is just enough. I actually do feel slightly full from that. So that is one that I will put on the list to buy again. But I might contact them and just say, look, I've tried this and it's slightly over sweet, and see what they say about it. But a solid 8 out of 10, massively. 4:30 people, and it's starting to dip Night time is starting to kick in. I wish it were more of a clear sky, because there's no light pollution around here, so you get a beautiful sight of all the stars and stuff, so it would have been a lot better. But it is going to be a cloudy night tonight, and it's going to get down to, feels like -3. I'm not too fussed about that. I have my Outdoor Vitals sleeping bag liner, and some nature hike down pants to put on, so I think I'll be nice and warm in all that. But wow, what a place, what a place. I say again, you know, I did get quite confused on way up when, you know, I thought, how can it be so secretive? And then obviously the local people say it's not secret, everyone knows about it. Suppose it's a secret to people who's not from the local area, isn't it? But you can clearly see it from the roadside, like I've said a million times. Yeah, so Paul is sorting stuff out inside. I think he's finished recording now. Yeah, he's finished. So we have a lot more light. So I've already shown you, I've got a few bits on the shelf. My water bottles. This is where I will be sleeping tonight, but head here, my feet, and I think Paul's head will be there. So we'll be touching feet through the night. Obviously in the sleeping bags. Paul's equipment's there, and he's just starting to get the fire going. And believe me, it is needed. It's quite cold. Now please, if you're still watching this video, let me know what you think about people like myself and Paul. We do a lot of wild camping and stuff like that, and sleeping in woodlands and stuff. Do you think sleeping in these is such a bad problem? I'd really like to know. If I don't reply, I'm not ignoring you, because you got to understand, I've got, you know, a hell of a lot of videos. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers all the time, so keep up to all the comments is extremely hard work. I'm about, and I'll be honest with you, I'm about a month behind with comments, but I am trying to keep up, honestly. I really am trying to keep up. Right, let's get in here. Let's see how warm it gets, because the chimney is working. I think you can see it just there. And one thing we will not be doing is leaving this burning while we go to sleep. We will make sure this is out properly when it's bedtime. And that is throwing out some lovely heat. Right people, got a few visitors. We have Hiking Viking, so he's turned up, and Marty's here. They've been out since Saturday night, Friday night. Like Saturday night tonight, I keep getting my days mixed up. So yeah, we've been out doing a lot of hiking today and stuff. But yeah, Paul's looking all warm in his sleeping bag, and I'm all tucked up in my Outdoor Vitals. If you subscribe to the channel, you know when it comes to winter, the Outdoor Vitals sleeping bag is definitely out. And I'm on the new OEX 7.2 rating sleeping mat. So I'm gonna get to sleep. Well, we're not. We're gonna have a good chat and then we'll probably go to sleep. But for now, I'm gonna say good night, everybody. Yeah. There's not a lot of room, but it's a bit of a laugh in it. Well, good morning, people. We're just sort of packing away. 4 of us in here is probably the max you'll get in. But it were nice, warm, very warm. I don't think you'll see it, but the sun is starting to rise. So what I'll do is I'll carry on doing what I'm doing, and I'll bring you back when I'm in car. Maybe it'll be a bit lighter outside. Right, so there we have it, people. Paul's bags there for rubbish, he's taking that. They were in here yesterday, same as these few bits here with the mirror, but everything else perfect. Sorry, Paul.
Right.
So the idea of leaving no trace that we've been here is it's done. There is a few things that fire. We're going to take them out and put them in the bag, but leave no traces has happened. I'll squeeze past you. Okay. Just starting to get, oh, you can see on camera now anyway, can't you? It's just starting to get light now. Right then, people, we're back down, we're in the cars. I'm going to end the video now because the lad's setting off, he knows a coffee bar, so I'm going to make this quick and easy. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, you can do this by subscribing to the channel. I'll share another video up there for you. But most of all, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everybody.